dita, emrin e kam Besart Aliju. Jum lind këto në Amerike, nga Queens, në Astoria. Unë nuk jum ardhur këto, ama unë jum lind këto, prind jën ardhur pej fush Kosovës. Edhe kam një vlla, u lind atje në Prishtinë. Për qef, qa kam qef me bo për qef? Jum shku në shkollë për computer science e engineering. Edhe qashto në punaj që tashte, adin kam qef me thonë në kam dy punë. Kam puna e ditës, adin që do të me fitu pare, edhe kam puna e natës, adin me muzika, me bo, për shembull se DJ ose music producer, edhe artist jam. Për qef, me kalzu drejt, veç kam qef me bo muzika, që ta është, qysh me thonë, passion, ose kam qef me thonë është jeta jem, adin kam familjen po, edhe kam krejt që ta, po ama muzika për mu veç prej kur jëm ka në rip, kur jëm ka në vogël adin, se di sa vjetë e kum pas, nashe 2-a, 3-a, diçka që ashtu, po unë jem ka në qatë djallë që çdo herë jëm shku në kuzhinë edhe kum marrë krejt sanat edhe veç të ra, adin se drums, veç kum pa qef me ba që ashtu. Edhe, se di, muzika veç, unë moj me folë të ditën veç për muzikë, edhe as kur gjë tjetër atin. Amo jem shku në shkollë mesme, shkollë fakultetin, krejt jem shku këto në New York, edhe se kum thonë ma heret për engineering, computer science, se me programu kompjuterat, që ashtu. Me kalzu drejt, kom qef me shku në gym, me ushtru pak, po hobbies krejt e kam muzik, krejt, veç po menaj për muzika kur gjë tjetër. Do projekta që kom punu, jem kon të punu ma shumë se producer, të ba beats për do njerëz, se ka një këngëtare dan, ka emnin edhe na kemi punu bashk. Du me thonë, para 2-3 vjetë që shto, jem kon të produce ma shumë për rappers, që shto, kom punu me do raperat që jen kon signed me like Sony Music, Columbia Music, një ka emnin Noah, po du me thonë, adin kur Covid-u o rat, jem kon të menu e qa po du me ba me jetën tem. Unë kam qef me ba produce po shumë, amo in menja veç që kom pas po du me ka një artist. I wanna work on my own songs, që shto. Edhe kom nis adin me shkru kongat tem, që shto, edhe I make my own beats, adin po baj krejt vetin, po inqëzoj veti, po krejt sena që shto. Edhe kom do kongat që janë të release, Erzene ka një do. And so I'm working on my own music now as an artist, where I'm singing and I'm doing everything myself, making the beats, playing guitar, you know, bass, drums, everything. Doing that myself and recording qashto. So hopefully that's going to be releasing Pudumathon in Cheshire. Ma shumë të hang out. This might sound funny, but I really don't go out much. I work in the daytime, po na in ditën. Right as soon as I finish work, I go straight to the studio. I have a studio with my brother. He's also an artist, Maje Aliju, and we just work all day long. Se shqiptar, ta den veç të punu tan ditën. Tan ditën veç të punu. Shtirë është kur fëmija dën me thonë po du me kanë artist, pse mas pare po menon qysh kanë me fitu pare. Edhe normal është me menu që ashtu, pse shtirë është me kanë artist, me kanë muzika, që ta shumë jeta shtirë është, shumë gjinja dën me kanë artist, dën me knu, dën me bo sena që shtu. So, I didn't, it was maybe not the easiest thing for them to hear at first, but I mean, I always had this in my head since I was a kid, since I was 5 years old. I was like, oh, music, već që shtu kom pas, I didn't manja, već focused on music. But I knew that you have to have a plan, especially here in New York. Që ta, po du me thonë në anglisht, pëse ma lehtë është mas me përkthyz, nuk du me thonë diçka keq, po here in New York, everything is so expensive, so you have to have a plan, right? It's like the joke, you have to be rich to be poor here, you know? Everything's so expensive. So, I always had the plan. I liked computers, I was kind of okay at math, you know? So, I knew if you want to fund your goals, if you want to fund, you know, your dreams, you have to make money from somewhere. nana punon si në pastrime, baba ka punu doorman. Unë kur jam qenë në fakultet, edhe shkollën mesme, unë kam punu doorman me fitu pare për me shku në fakultet. So I was always working something, doorman, janitor, pastrime, diçka qashtu. And of course, for my parents, they want me to have an easier life than them. Shto jen print, and that's the biggest gift anybody can ask for is, you know, to leave your kids more than what you had. It's everybody's goal. So for them, my mom was always supportive, you know, po baba pak, do të kom pak ma shumë, qështu, you know. My mom was always supportive, you know, djali mami qashtu është. And you know, my dad was always a little more like, hey, do të focus on something, maybe that can make you money. So I accepted it, you know, so I knew I had to go to school for something that could make a little money. So for me, I was kind of good at computers. I said, all right, let me see maybe programming, computer engineering, something like that. But I always knew I kind of had to work two jobs. The first one would be computer. So that's my day job. I work in tech as an engineer now. And then my night job, my real job is, you know, music, trying to work on songs. It's always funny when people try to say like, oh, it's harder here, it's harder there. Like everything's hard in its own way. Everybody's struggle is unique to the person, you know? What would I say? I would say two things first. And this is general advice if you're here in Amerike ose dikon në Evropë or in Afrika, dikon se di. But always try to stay positive. It's very difficult to do. It's very difficult. Like, it's easy to be negative, but the truth is, and this is maybe more on like a metaphysical level, but we attract what we are. If we're positive, this is what we're gonna attract. This is what our life is gonna be. We're gonna be around positive people, we're gonna feel good about ourselves, and things are just gonna go good because life is always gonna be hard. You're always gonna have challenges. It doesn't get easier, it only gets harder. But you also get stronger. And that's the beauty of life, is that you get stronger as things get harder. So, as far as general advice goes, I would say for Creighton in Kosovo, because it's not easy for them, and without getting too much into the visa situation, which I understand is very, very difficult. So some of the advice I'm saying as a person who doesn't fully understand the whole circumstances. Be positive. The positive will just get you so much in life. And this is maybe more important, you have to be yourself. You have to be who you are as a person. And you have to accept who you are fully as a person. Because, you know, the deeper we go into that ourselves, it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. There's so much we don't know about ourselves, but we discover through doing things. Maybe, you know, you find a passion, or maybe you talk to somebody and somebody just says one sentence and it completely changes your life. I remember actually when I was a doorman, you know, like I said, jum ka të punu kur jum ka në fakultet me fitu pare për me pagu edhe në fakultetin. Se këto do të me pagu për krejt. Kur gjë nuk është edhe të parë. But there was an old man and he was painting like the window, like drawing, gati se në kish, qashtu. He was just painting. And we were talking, and I never met this guy before. And he told me, he said, let me give you the key to life. I was like, okay, what is it? He said, the key to life is awareness. And you have to be aware and in the present moment always. And it's true. Because sometimes we think our problems are really, really bad. But the truth is that no matter how bad your problems are, there are people that have it worse. And conversely to that, or the opposite of that, there are people that have it better. So you're always in a good position in life, no matter where you are. Like sometimes things are gonna be very hard. Yes, it's true. But things are always good, you know? Me kon gjall, jeta është mirë. Qashtu po menoj. Me kon gjall, jeta është mirë. Things can always be difficult, things can always be hard, but as long as you're alive, everything's good, you know? And if you keep that attitude, which of course, it's easy to say to keep it, you know, it's sometimes harder to actually keep it. Amo, me pas qatë mentalitetin që ashtu, jeta kanë me kanë mirë. Unë po menaj që shto. Nashta si jam të thonë mirë, nashta jam të thonë keq se di, po unë po menaj që shto. So.